Okay, so here we are, back in the sinking city, or Oakmont University. We are... I thought we were Oakmont University. We are... Yes, we're here. Here to research the poison that we found on the fish. This is closed for maintenance.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
Need to find Professor Westerport. I don't know. What do you think we ought to start with? This one?
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
Department of Medicine. Hold on. Where is the Department of Medicine? Over here. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Thanks, buddy. The Department of Medicine. Department of Medicine. Department of Medicine. Straight over this way. Turn to my left.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit for print.
What do we got here? Oakmont University. Here we go. Let's see if we can find someone in here to help us out. Department of Medicine. Bingo.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
Well?
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Oh man, the basement again. Alright. Let's go in here. Let me see. Key to the basement. Students request. Alright, so we gotta go down we gotta go down the basement. Gotta go down to the basement. What's in here?
The door won't budge.
Okay. What do we got here? Oh, ammo. What do we got here? The basement. Alright. Let's see what we can do to help these fellas out. There's a big one in there somewhere. Okay. What do I see over there? Hold up. Is that thing alive? It's not moving. Right then. If it moves, we're in trouble. Oh man, look at that. It's in there. It must be a specimen. What's this? Experimental log part 1, March 2nd. I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it is only the smallest one. The grunts called it Mr. Handsome, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd, was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I began a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its shrieking, though, is bound to haunt me. March 5th. Last night I had a vision, thousands of hands wrapping around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Okay.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Whoa. Hold on. Getting some vibes here. Ooh, look at that. Hold up. We're starting to lose our sanity here. Let's get out of the way just for a minute. Get our sanity back. Okay, hold up. Something was going on there. Okay. Let's see if this thing's alive. If it is, it's toast.
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
Experiment log part 2, March 10th. With these pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibility of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden, some trait present inside other creatures, and perhaps even ourselves? I will need volunteers. Alright, let me get my sanity level back up. Okay. We gotta be careful. I keep missing stuff in places like this. We really gotta keep an eye out here. Well, there's some glass bottles and whatnot. What do we got over here? Uh-huh.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
What do we got here? A box containing some gunpowder. Casings. Okay, you know, we push this button. See these wires? They run over here to this. And this thing, I bet this thing's gonna wake up. Dang. Gotta do that, you think?
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
You know what's gonna happen. That thing's gonna wake up.
So very tempting.
No, I don't think it's a good idea there, buddy. But anyway, I think we cleared the area out for this guy. What's this? Okay, it's just something I've already got. Okay, let's go back up. Tell that guy that we took care of his critters. Wasn't that big a problem. Experiment log, okay. Cleared the monster from the Department of Medicine lab. Alright, see? Okay.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold, but over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried, 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why, it's about what if.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later.
Okay. What do we have up here? Casebook update. We got the key for the second floor. Mine Palace, a chamber in the warehouse. Westerbrook has access to poison. Then it's upstairs we go. EOD is banned. To all staff and students, University of Oakmont, henceforth any mention of everyone's obvious duty organization, also known as EOD, its symbolics current and or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as a so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. The dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated. Administration Board of Trustees. Wow, that's a pretty good haul. Hold up. We got a good bit of gunpowder and stuff out of that deal. We should make... Oh, we're full up. Oh, good deal. Alright, let's see. Professor Edwin Westerbrook. Right, let's do a little check here. What do we got? Note from Professor Westerbrook. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the workers are finished, or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce. Authorized personnel only. Okay, so we got a lock. What do we got here? Oh, that's his office. Whoops. We got a lock there. Diagram there. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? This is Cavendish's office. Draft of an article. Brothers and sisters, crossed out. Too familiar. My fellow Americans, crossed out. They are Americans too, citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with those fish-faced basts, crossed out? Those sea freaks, crossed out. How much longer will we put up with this? This K-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD cross out. What? There? There? Well, sorry, but we're gonna have to get in here. Like it or not.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
What is it? What is it now? Over there? In here? Here? There's something here. What is this? Looks like a bar of oh, it's a key.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Bald guy. Bald guy. Cigarettes. All evidence collected. See, that wasn't bad. Okay, so let's see what we got in the lure here. Correspondence. Alright. Documents. Drafted article. Okay. We already read that. The case. What do we got to do here? Alright, let's try to put it together then. A secret chamber in the warehouse. An EOD ranks are swelling. The guard is afraid of... And George Cavendish made a spare key. George Cavendish made a spare key. Ooh. A poison thief. George Cavendish, professor at Oakmont University, is a poison thief. Cavendish. He made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker. According to a student, he lives somewhere in Advent. Secret chamber. No? No connection. The guard's afraid of... no. The poison thief. George Cavendish, professor at Oakmont University, is the poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key. According to students, he lives somewhere in Advent. Okay. Well, we're going to have to research this. All evidence collected. Okay, so we're going to have to roll over here to... Probably going to have to go to City Hall. Where's City Hall? City Hall. Okay, we'll have to come over here and get this thing figured out. That's just... We got everything. All the evidence, but I was just wondering if there's anything that we... else that we can find in here. Close for maintenance. Okay. Okay.
I'll see you later.
All right. So we need to hightail it over here to Oakmont City Hall. Whoa. Let's go back over here to the fast travel location. There's the guy with the books. He wanted us to find some books for him. We still got that case to work on. Alright. Oakmont City Hall. So, once we get this poison fish thing figured in case, quid pro quo. We have to run around, jump through some hoops, but... Whoa. This is a city hall. Alright, Audi. I'm gonna check your archives. Subjects, period, registration district. Choose. No. The Poison Thief. City Hall Archive. Subjects, citizens. Registry, citizens of records. District, Advent. Alright, George Cavendish profile. Name George Walter Cavendish. Date of birth 1883. Oakmont, Massachusetts. Central Street, Michaels Road between Carpenter. Okay, this is it. Professor Biology. Boom. We gotta find this. Let's see. Give me a... He lives in Advent Central. Advent. Here's Central Advent. On the St. Michael's Road. St. Michael's Road. Washington. Central Advent. Whoops. Central Advent. It's gotta be around here somewhere. This is Advent Central. In Advent Central. On St. Michael Street Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution. Carpenter Street. Here we go. Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. Carpenter Street. Constitution Street. Carpenter Street. St. Michael's Road. Constitution. Carpenter Street. He lives on St. Michael's, so this is it. This is St. Michael's Road between Carpenter Street, St. Michael's Road, St. Michael's Road, St. Michael's Road, between Carpenter Street. This is St. Michael's Road. Between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. Something or other. Constitution Street. It must be around here. Wouldn't you say? Wait a minute. St. Michael's. St. Michael's Street between Carpenters. Oh, this is St. Michael's Street that goes up through here, I guess. Okay. I'd say somewhere around here. Let's try to get over there and see what we can turn up. Okay. Down here. Nearest is here. Okay, let's go here. Doors that can be opened are marked with special hobo sign. Okay, we know that. Oakmont is full of illusions. Most of them, including the illusion of safety, can be dispelled. Okay, we read that. The last thing you want to hear in battle is click of a gun. Okay. Let me see here. This way. Let me just do a quick map check here. Let's just keep angling out this way, I guess. Turn to my left. Somewhere around here. What do we got here? Apartment of G. Cavendish. Is this what we're looking for? Okay.
The door won't budge.
Surprise, surprise, there's no basement. That is a surprise, though, actually.
The door won't budge.
Oh, wait a minute, I think this is it. Didn't it say flat 2? This is flat 2. Just had to unlock the door, that's all. Stuff smashed up over here. What's this?
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
The professor's faculty Oysterbrook usually has lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anne always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicion from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about plan B. Well, I think we got our man. What's this? Newspaper issue February. Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out among locals and insurmounters. Insurmounters are those fish head looking guys. People rather. The cause of the conflict appears to be the disappearance of several women, which with locals accusing the group of insurmounters of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells reports the traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seem to have precipitated the fight. Newspaper issue March. Going, gone. Body count raises as vanishing continues across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shell, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Celeb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially insurmounters, and remain at home during the evening hours. Stay alert. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We got some clues. Wait, not that. Right, we got these two. But the case book, we got the fact list, Mine Palace, a secret chamber warehouse, EOD suspected crimes, EOD ranks are swelling. No. No. The EOD's operations are shady. The EOD has much more going on than charity organizations. They're dirty. I know it. Whatever they're up to isn't good. Anything else? EODs, the guard is afraid. Now these don't match, right? Okay. Plates, plates, plates.
The door won't budge.
Let's see if we can unlock this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this could be something. If we can get it rotated.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Oh, you know, he might be... You know, he might like that lady that's in charge of the EOD or something. What's
A
this?
lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Here we go. What do we got?
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, it's in here.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Oh boy.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Alright then, so she tells him.
George, I can't live like this any.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna!
You will never understand our cause. My child is blessed by the sea. I'm leaving you, George.
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Ah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Let's see.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Look, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Help you? Poison people? Wonder what this is. Blessed by the sea?
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Whoa.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Ah, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
Huh. I think this guy's...
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no, no. You don't understand.
Well, I was supposed to turn him in, but considering the justice, the justice system around here, I thought he was going to go for something there too, but I just, Let me see. I killed George Cavendish. George Cavendish is dead. I killed him. Now I must return to the fish market and speak with Anne about upholding her into the bargain. Oh shoot. I killed her husband. The poison was a sabotage. Anne's pregnancy was ordained. EOD ranks are swelling. The guard is afraid. The guard is afraid. Zealous servant of EOD. Anne Cavendish is a zealous servant of EOD, and she will follow any instructions without hesitation. A filthy liar. Anne Cavendish is covering up EOD's shady ambition to take over the city. An honest benefactor. Anne Cavendish does honest charity work for the people of Oakmont on behalf. I don't know. Maybe she's honest. Poisoning, sabotage. George sabotaged the EOD. George Cameron poisoned the fish to undermine EOD's charitable operations. A desperate savior. George Cavendish became desperate after EOD robbed him of his wife. He's determined to save others from the same fate. A dangerous psychopath. George Cavendish is a dangerous psychopath who won't hesitate to kill innocents to achieve his goals. I don't know. I think he's just a little off. Help Anne and the city. I should help Anne Cavendish deal with the poisoner and help save the city from starvation. You know, that seems like the thing to do. For now. Key evidence collected. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Cavendish. Things didn't work out for you. Okay. Something here?
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
keep it around?
Oops, sorry. So, let me see here. What else do we got? Hold up. Tag from the baby carriage. If you want it, take it. It's free. Oh. Giving away the baby cart. Where's room 1? Down here?
The door won't budge.
And there's no basement. We still have... Hold up. Oh, that's just a tag from the baby. Key evidence is collected. That means there's still some evidence around here somewhere. Alright, it's probably in here. Let's give this place a good looking over. Of course, I said that the last time, and I never did find what I was looking for. Let's check this one more time. Now we checked that,
A lot
right?
of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Okay, so we looked at this, right?
I loved you. I always loved you.
Okay, we saw that. Anything else around here? I don't think it'd be like hidden that far. Excuse me. What's this? Oh. Sometimes there's hidden stuff in behind these things. Alright, now we saw that, didn't we?
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Okay. That did it. Good deal. Okay then. So. We gotta get back. And, talk to Anna. To Anne. Anne. And, take it from there. But I think we did a good bit of research here, so I think that'll do it for this one.